We're live, guys. Let's see who's on. If you guys are on the stream, make sure to comment down below. What's up, bro? So, a little bit more bullish. I'll kind of give my reasoning why in a little bit. What's up, Savage? So I'm a little bit more bullish overall, just because we already came down. We took some of this sell side, which I wanted to see in terms of the higher time frame. And then we're still respecting this 30-minute. And we also have a data high now, which is this wick on top. So in terms of if I'm going to execute, I mean, I might with light size. But so far our daily candle hasn't expanded too much, so I think we could see some kind of move going on right here. So I'll just mark up previous daily high. We're looking good so far. Let's see if we could invert this 1 minute. I'm not sure if we inverted it. Not yet. Almost. Might just run though. It's alright. See what price does right here. See if this inversion. If we invert it, pretty sure we'll head up to this New York AM high. Let's see what happens. What do you guys think? I'll go in with light size.
Order submitted.
Technically, we could already enter, but I want a better fill, so I'll wait. I'll wait and see if we get the retracement. If not, that's too bad. Am I crazy, guys, for trading during Jay Powell's speech? Honestly, I've had some really good trades trading Jay Powell. See if price
Order
retraces
filled.
right here. Okay, I'm gonna have actually a wider stop. Cause I'm on lighter size anyways.
Order filled.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough, guys.
Order filled.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's too bad. That's what happens when you guys trade Jay Powell's speech. Let's see what gold is doing over here. We're still consolidating. I still think we're gonna trade higher. Just not sure when on NQ. Like that was definitely a premature entry. So we'll just have to wait and see. What do you guys think? Dang, so our Fed rate stayed flat. We're definitely looking forward to a more bullish. We're looking to cut rates and looks like we didn't. All right, let's see if we have a inversion right here. Definitely probably not going to enter just because of our last reaction. But yeah, I do think we'll trade up to this high. Let's mark that out. Yeah, price is just kind of consolidating. How to trade FOMC. um, Honestly, I usually will like take 1 or 2 shots on low size towards my bias, and the reality is like you shouldn't be trading FOMC like super seriously. Like it's kind of gambling in a sense, because the probabilities are way different than your normal edge. But there's definitely like there's times it's kind of like a two-sided coin. There's times where it's gonna run super fast in one direction. And there's other times that it's just gonna chop around like right here. My is almost over. Today's drawdown is almost over. Daily live sessions. Um, well, I'm probably gonna live trade Friday too. So yeah, just you just gotta ask for some live sessions. Yeah, I'll probably be trading Friday. Tomorrow, I mean, it's a bank holiday. I won't even look at the charts if I'm being honest. We're seeing some bullishness now. Nothing yet on gold. There is a rule of 4 to trade FOMC. I like Tom Hogarth, but I'm very doubtful of rules for FOMC. Like I don't think I think the rule should be you should size down. um it looks like we might be running higher right here. Yeah. So I'm saying this kind of early, but I do think my bias is correct. I just think my entry just didn't work out. I mean, this is a really good setup right here. Inversion, fair value gaps, supporting that. Like there was a previous manipulation right here in support. I think that was a great trade. I'll write that down in my journal as a good trade. Um, there's obviously too much volatility for me to stay in that trade, so it is what it is. Now I really want to know what the roll of 4 is. Roll of 4. Full port. If Jay Powell talks about bullishness. I cannot type right now. Rule of 4. Tom Hogarth. That's actually something real. That's insane. He created a full port strategy, guys. We have a fair value gap right here and this order block. I honestly think that's a pretty good setup. That's like a nice little baby scalp. For real, 5-minute BPR. 5-minute BPR. Oh, I see. Kind of in here. Let's see if price respects that area. I'm not in this trade, by the way. I'm just kind of looking, see how it pans out. Tom currently, he is in longs and Nas. That's crazy, bro. I've never heard of that. The fourth bar, buy and sell are placed above and below. The fourth buy. What's the fourth bar, guys? This is rough. This is honestly rough. I don't know if we're gonna trade up to this high now, if I'm being honest. Because we created so much sell side that it's just it's stupid. Crude oil has been moving. Like, this was a good setup right here if you're trading London. And then even AM session has been pretty volatile. Let's see one more attempt. Your entry model. Yeah, I will make it as simple as possible. My entry model. Let me show like a trade that I took, for instance. Okay, right here. So yesterday we had this 1 hour fair value gap. Okay, so price came down. This was the first entry. And so there's kind of like a lot you have to, there's some things you have to consider. So it's not just an inversion because there's a ton of, I could show you all these inversions in here and ultimately like it's not a win, okay? It's not a win. It's not a win if you're shorting in here. It's not a win if you're shorting in here. So what makes this different? Well, when you're trading and New York game session is consolidated, PM session is more likely to expand. Now this is lunchtime, but we had some good volatility here. So the first thing I saw yesterday was this first inversion. Then I said, okay. And honestly, I missed it. I kind of missed that entry. So then I saw another inversion. And so we have a bunch of lows in here. And so I literally, as soon as we cross down below this, I just entered right here. So you don't have to, it doesn't have to be a retracement unless you want better risk to reward, but sometimes you're going to be missing trades if you're doing that. So I think it's better just sometimes to enter on the closure So right here we had our closure. I entered, we kind of came back a little bit and then we start trading lower. But the significance of this trade is that we had a higher time frame delivery. We have low resistance, lows. We have a singular inversion for value gap. And then we have minimal chop. So all of those things make what this trade is, okay? Because there's a lot of inversions in here, but you have to kind of piece the puzzle together in terms of your model and figure out what's the highest probability trade with it. So like right now, even though we had like multiple inversions on NASDAQ, it's not the highest probability conditions, honestly, because it's FOMC. It's really a hit or miss with FOMC. So right here, there was so much liquidity built up. Price had not moved during New York AM session. We had this little move, and we had a bunch of lows left. So that gives me a high probability trade. So you kind of have to have experience in that sense and just figure out, okay, this setup is higher probability than others. And so another example is right here. We have these two inversions. We could get long in here, targeting those highs. But we just took out two major lows right here. On the higher time frame, we have a 30-minute we have a 30-minute fair value gap. I'm giving you guys sauce right here. So back to this list right here. We had 30-minute fair value gap. That was our higher time frame delivery. We had lower resistance highs, so just change this out for highs. We didn't have a singular fair value gap, but we had two together and we just cut through them pretty easily. And then we had minimal chop. So all of those things make a high probability trade. Now let me show you like a lower probability setup. For instance, let's just say like you're trying to take this random inversion up here. You see price inverted and you're like, oh, we're gonna head to these highs. Well, we're already in a premium. That makes no sense. So you really have to be, if you're going long, you have to be in a discount. If you're going short, you have to be in a premium. So right here, I'm gonna show you guys something. If you're getting long in here, all the way down here, look at where, let me take this off. Look at where you're at. You're in the wick of the higher time frame candle. That's amazing. You always want to be in the wick of the higher time frame candle. That's really where you're gonna get the best trade. And so, do we need model to be profitable? Yes, you need model to be profitable. You don't need my model to be profitable. You need a model. But my model is easy to learn. Yes, you need a model to be profitable. It looks like we're just kind of falling. I'm honestly still pretty bullish though. Like I think we might actually invert in here, get a good setup. Hold on. Hold the phone, guys. Hold the phone. Get that off my screen. Okay, let's see if I don't think we're going to invert cleanly right here because we're already trading away from it. But we'll see. We'll see right now. We'll see what price wants to do. Okay, we're taking out sell side. We're still inside of this 30-minute. We might be headed to Asia lows. Honestly, like yeah, that's possible. I was really tilted on this data high being hit. But yeah, I'm not gonna like even if we're about to hit Asia lows. Even if we hit, take out those Asia lows, like there's a possibility that we come up higher anyways. Still have about an hour. Are you short? I don't know your actual name. I always see you in my comments though. Nils Roth. Are you short? I'm just curious. Put him in the news. Okay, so we took out Asia low. We might be getting that turning point now. the indicator. Yeah. It's power just PO3 and then it's by 2 degrees. It's actually pretty sick. Right now I have it set at the hourly, but you can set it to a daily power of 3. That just pops on your chart. Mm. All right. Probably in the stream in a few minutes. Don't think I don't think we'll get that much volatility in this last hour. Unless we get a V-shaped recovery right here. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out now. So fortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. There's really a lack of volatility. So, unfortunately, didn't end how I wanted it to. Still gonna focus on that data high for now. But, yeah, you guys have a good one. Again, that indicator, the two indicators that I mainly use, ICT kill zones and pivots, and then PO3. And then I have some other ones, but they're honestly not as good.